Hey everybody, it's Ronnie here. So today I'll be showing you guys 6 Valentine's Day Dollar Tree DIYs. This is my second Valentine's Day DIY video out of 3 I have planned so far. So please let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you like this content, consider subscribing and leaving a like. And hit the notification bell if you want to be notified the next time I upload a video. Now, let's get into the video. For this first DIY, I'll be showing you guys how to make this cute little love jar, or jar of hearts if you want to call it that. So first, I just took this mason jar candle from Dollar Tree that I just happened to finish. You can use any jar. And I just started gluing this trim of beads around it. Again, you can use any color. I ended up switching it from the top to the side, as you saw in the previous photos. But again, this can just give you ideas for what to do. I then just easily glued a heart to the top of it, one of Dollar Tree's little styrofoam glitter hearts, and I just poured in some of their red and white vase filler. They also have one that's red, white, and purple, but that's not really the color scheme I'm going for this year. And you just twist on the lid and it's as easy as that. This is something that is like so cute to go on a tier tray, and it's just really good to accent different things. My mom made one similar using the same idea, but she used one of the little styrofoam balls as the top. Next, we have this cute heart garland that my mom actually came up with. I'll link her Instagram down below and it'll also be on the screen. Charming Cuban. This was very simple and it looks so cute on a mantle. So what you're gonna need are these Dollar Tree heart fabric doilies of your choice and some twine or string, whichever you choose. You can just easily thread it through, but make sure you thread it on the same holes for each one so it's not lopsided. It may also be good to tape the very tip of your string or twine or whatever you're using, because it'll be a lot easier to get it through the tiny holes. Next, my mom decided to add these tiny heart fabric stickers that are also at Dollar Tree. She just easily stuck them on, didn't have to use hot glue or anything, and it just looks so cute on our mantle. It's such an easy way to make something this cute. So for this next DIY, it's pretty similar to what I did in my previous DIY video, which if you haven't seen it, you should really go check it out. So all my mom did was paint the entire sign front, back, and sides red, except the middle of the heart. But if you want, depending on what you're doing, you can always fill it in with glitter or leave it blank. My mom then just sprinkled little bits of glitter while putting a second coat of paint. This was just to add a little bit of shimmer, but not too much shimmer like the one I did. It ends up looking so cute, and it fits perfectly on our mantle. This next DIY is probably one of the easiest and most simple things you can do that just turns out so cute, and it looks so nice on a tier tray or to accent other items in your home. So all I did was take some of these foam hearts that I made in a previous DIY, which again, if you haven't seen that video, you should really go check it out. And I also used some of the smaller ones that you can see on the side, where Dollar Tree had these little heart glitter picks. All I did with the ones I pulled off of the bigger hearts was fill up the hole with some hot glue and sprinkle some glitter on it. It's really easy, and honestly, after doing it, you can't really tell the hole was there. And now for the easy part. You just put a little dollop of hot glue on some baking paper. I put some glitter on there, but you honestly don't even have to do that. And you just simply stick the heart on there. It's honestly so easy, like anyone can do it. And once they dry, they just easily pop off, no mess, and they all stand. It's so cute. So I put them on my tier tray, and it was just a really nice accent for it. This next DIY is this really cute heart clip. You can even, if you want, attach a magnet to the back of it, and you'll be able to put it on your fridge to hang other sweet notes. So you can take some paper of your choice. My mom found this cute bag, and she decided to rip that apart and use it for her hearts. So she just took the Dollar Tree wooden hearts, and you don't have to fill in the hole for this. She just traced them out and cut it. If you don't have any scrapbook paper or bags like this you can use, you can also just either print out paper of your choice, or you can just paint the hearts. It's all up to you and what you want to do. Next, we just took some Mod Podge and put a layer of it over the heart, so then we could stick the paper over it. After it dries a little bit, you're going to want to cut off the excess paper hanging over the sides. Then, to secure it, you just add another layer of Mod Podge on top. This will help the paper stay in place, almost like a glue holding it down. Next, we're just gonna hot glue these red wooden heart stickers to the center of both of the hearts. This is to make it not so plain. They have a few different colors of these hearts. So again, with whatever theme you're going with whatever color scheme you have, this can work for anything. you just hot glue one of these little clips to the center of both of the hearts. Again, you only need one, so then both sides have a heart. You don't have to use hot glue for all of this. You can also use crazy glue or E6000. It's just whatever you have on hand, whatever makes these DIYs easier. You can see all of these posted on my mom's Instagram, which will be linked down below. It just turns out so cute. We have ours in our kitchen on top of a little fruit basket, and it just puts this beautiful pop of red in this room. Now for my last and favorite DIY of the video, here is this really cute kissing booth. So I just took these two wooden Dollar Tree signs and stripped them of these metal hearts as well as the string on the back of it. They were really easy to take out, so you probably don't even need a staple remover. I painted all 4 of my planks using some white acrylic paint, and I just hot glued it to a white piece of cardstock. This is to create the edge of my booth. You're going to repeat that and then also glue one of them for the bottom, so you use 3 out of the 4 planks. Then I just decided to fill it with styrofoam, but again, you can fill it with whatever you have on hand. I had really thin styrofoam, so it did take a lot of layers to fill it up to the top. Because with whatever you're going to fill this in with, whether it be styrofoam or paper, again, whatever you have on hand, make sure it goes all the way to the top, depending on what you want to put in it. Then I just took the uppermost little planks of styrofoam and I hot glued them to the inside of this little box. Next, I just took this pole I had at my home. Again, you can use small dowels or whatever you have on hand. You can also use rulers, and I just glued them to the front 2 corners of my booth, and those will be the 2 little stems. To add some decoration, I used these red heart doilies from Dollar Tree, and I just hot glued 3 of them to the front of the box just to add a little bit of color. Then to clean up the edges, I hot glued some white ribbon to cover any open spots. I do want to give full credit to this DIY to Chic on the Cheap. I saw her do this in her 2019 or 2020 Valentine's Day DIY video. I'll link that down below. You guys should really check her out. She has some really good DIYs. Next, I took these Dollar Tree poster board stickers and I just spelled out kisses on the front. I would recommend lightly sticking them on first, so you can still take them off if you don't like how they're positioned. You can also measure them out using a ruler. I just found this to be the easiest way. Next, I just put a layer of Mod Podge over it so it would make the stickers more matte and match with the board, and it will also preserve them longer and keep them more stuck to the board. Next, I took one of Dollar Tree's wooden hearts and I just painted the entire heart red. With this, it was only the front and the edges I had to paint. I just left the back plain. And to fill in the hole, eventually it just filled up with paint, but you can use this hot glue trick where you just fill it a little bit with hot glue and then paint over it. Next, I took these Dollar Tree wooden numbers and I just pulled out a 2 and a 5. I painted them white so they could pop out on the red heart. So next, I spaced them out to where I would like it, and I just hot glued those bad boys on. You can also use a paint pen for this, but I just used some white acrylic paint and a paintbrush to paint out a little cent sign so it can say 25 cents. To glue on my board, I just easily hot glued to both of the poles. It was a little bit tough to keep it sticking, but it eventually worked when I secured it with some extra ribbon. And I was already loving how it turned out. I then took some moss and some rose petals just to fill out the inside. I slowly hot glued down all of my moss so it would stick and not just fly off everywhere. This part does get messy, so I do recommend having a newspaper or some sort of paper underneath to catch any moss that falls. And then, to top it off, I just scattered some rose petals on top. The Dollar Tree has these in pink, white, and red, so you have a lot of options. I took some fabric and I just cut out some little triangles to make this cute banner. And I also added in these little pics from Dollar Tree that spelled out love, because it honestly just fits so perfectly there. So after cutting out and gluing 4 of these little triangles together, I just hot glued some of these Dollar Tree white heart fabric stickers to each of the banners, just so then there wasn't too much red. This next part is optional, but tacky glue does help stop fabric from fraying, so it is good and beneficial to just put a little bit of tacky glue on the edge of all your banners depending on what type of fabric you use. And it just turned out so cute. I absolutely love it. It's sitting on my dresser right now and it just pops out so much. Thank you so much to everyone for watching this video. If you do make any of these DIYs and post them to Instagram, make sure to tag me on @Artsy_Ronnie. It'll be linked down below in the description. And make sure to comment your favorite DIY. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing if you enjoyed this content. All of these were so much fun to make, and I hope you guys have fun making these too. And don't forget to have fun crafting!